Good evening, my wonderful people. So, welcome to Think Out Loud with Tiwa. Yeah, my name is Arike Soft Tiwa Tope. So, uh, actually, recently, I've been seeing a lot of posts on numerology about how to check your life paths. Then, I decided to try it out. I walked through the calculations and I was able to calculate it so perfectly well. And guess what? I got the number 10. Yeah, I got number 10. Okay, so after I got number 10, this is what I have to say about number 10. Listen carefully.
If you are life path 10, you are governed by the sun, just like the 1. But the difference between the 10 and the 1 is that the 10 symbolizes the 10th house or the midhaven. This is the sun at its highest point. So the number 10 is a higher octave of the number 1. It is a more spiritual version of the 1. And all life path 10s are life path 1s. But not all life path 1s are life path 10s, because very few people live up to its higher vibration. The number 10 is the most occult number in numerology because it symbolizes the rod and the ring. The number 1 represents the rod and the number 0 represents the ring. When you combine the rod and the ring, it creates a knot, which is the symbol of the universe. In this ancient Sumerian depiction, we have the deity Shamash, which is the sun god, which is the ruler of the number 1, holding the rod and the ring, which symbolizes divine authority and kingship. In the Kabbalah tree of life, the number 10 symbolizes the last and final stage of the evolution of consciousness, from the divine spark of creation, which represents the number 1, who is God, and the number 10, which represents God in the flesh. And this is why the number 10 symbolizes kingship. And then in the Kemetic tree of life, the number 10 symbolizes Heru, while the number 1 symbolizes Ra. Ra is the god of the heavens, while Heru, who is the son of God, is god of the earth. And the number 10 in Tarot symbolizes the wheel of fortune, giving the number 10 infinite potential over the material realm. You know how they say all lies between the hands of the Most High? The Most High is your mind, and the hands of the Most High has 10 fingers, which represents complete mastery over the material realm, mind over matter. If the number 1 symbolizes the conscious mind and the number 0 symbolizes the divine, the number 10 symbolizes the divine mind. And the 4 creatures on all 4 sides of the Wheel of Fortune tarot card symbolizes the lion, the bull, the eagle, and the man. The lion is Leo, the bull is Taurus, the eagle is a higher aspect of Scorpio, and the man symbolizes Aquarius. The 4 fixed signs of the zodiac that are placed around the Wheel of Fortune, or the ever-changing wheel, shows that although change is inevitable, universal laws can never change, and they always remain constant. The Life Path 10 individual is an embodiment of the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac, which means the universal laws, which never change, are built in to the Life Path 10 individual. And this is why the Life Path 10 has infinite potential over the material realm, because they have the ability to understand universal laws. And once they do understand universal laws, they will be able to control their own fate. As a Life Path 10 individual, you are a natural born leader. You are destined to pave your own path in life and carve out your own destiny. This lifetime, you are supposed to be doing what you want to do. As a Life Path 10, confidence is your superpower, and it is also your biggest hurdle. As a Life Path 10, if you don't believe in yourself, you will never be able to draw upon the higher energies of the divine that will help you carry out your will into this world and create what you have imagined inside of your head. You must believe in yourself. If you believe, you will be able to achieve. If you have low self-esteem, you will not be able to accomplish anything in your life because life path 10s have big goals, big dreams, and big aspirations. And the only way you will be able to achieve those dreams is to believe in yourself because those dreams take a lot of work and they take a lot of power for you to be able to manifest those dreams. So if you don't believe in yourself, you will never empower yourself to accomplish those goals. And as a 10, you will only be fulfilled in life by accomplishing your goals. This lifetime, you're supposed to be setting goals and accomplishing them. As soon as you accomplish one goal, set another goal and accomplish another goal. Keep doing it over and over and over again. Never look back, only look forward. You guys live off of inspiration. As long as you are inspired to do something, you can do it. And the more goals you accomplish, the more confidence you are going to feel. The stronger your confidence, the bigger goals that you're going to set. And the bigger the goals that you're going to set, the greater the fulfillment that you're going to get. Life path 10s are either extremely confident or they have extremely low self-esteem. And this is because this lifetime, we are supposed to be getting what we want and achieving our desires. When a life path 10 does not get what they want, they feel like it's the end of the world and their confidence just drops. But when a life path 10 does get what they want, it is so fulfilling and it makes them want to set more goals and even larger goals. And the more they get what they want, the more confident they get. And this is why a lot of us life path 10s go through a lot of highs and lows. And our highs and lows is based off of us getting what we want and not getting what we want. But sometimes our goals are so big that we stop believing in ourselves because we don't think we can achieve them. As a life path 10, no goal is too large. If you can imagine it, and if you are inspired to do it, you can create it. Our creativity is another one of our superpowers. The reason why a lot of life path 10s never truly end up living to their full potential and end up living the lifestyle of life path 1 is because 1s are extremely impatient. They want everything right now. As soon as a life path 10 is inspired to do something, they're so charged up and they're so ready to do it that they don't think and they don't make a plan. They just go out and just do it and it ends up failing and they end up getting extremely angry and they end up having low self-esteem and they never set goals or try to achieve anything great ever again. They just give up on life. A lot of life path 10s end up doing this. What separates a life path 10 from a life path 1 is that the life path 10 still has the big dreams and the big goals and the big aspirations as life path 1, but the life path 10 understands that they have to be patient. They understand that everything works in cycles. There's a time to do something and there's a time not to do something. And so what life path 10 has to do is be patient and rely upon their intuition and wait for the perfect moment and the perfect time to execute. They're still inspired, but they do everything in a more strategic way. So what you need to do as a life path 10 is understand where your source of power and creativity comes from. It doesn't come from you. It comes from your connection to the divine. Your connection to the divine gives you access to the universal energies that allows you to have authority over the material realm. It is your connection to the universe or to the unseen or to God or whatever you like to call this force that gives you the authority and the power to accomplish your goals and to lead others and to lead yourself. Another trap that a lot of life path 10s fall into is that when they stop believing in themselves, they start allowing other people to have a say in their life. As a life path 10, you need to be tapped in with your own self. You need to act upon your own mind. Do not listen to the advice of other people. If somebody else's advice is not in alignment with your goals and your dreams and your aspirations, do not take it. You need to listen to your own mind, act upon your own thoughts, and use your individuality. When you are able to tap in to your divine inspiration and your infinite source of creativity, there is no limit to what you can accomplish in the material plane. Some famous life path 10s are George Washington, Napoleon, Steve Jobs, Martin Luther King, LeBron James, Henry Ford, Andrew Tate, Dick Gregory, Shaquille O'Neal, King Johannes IV, and Nikola Tesla. I'm also life path 10.
Are the most powerful number. Okay, listen to this other guy again.
If you're born on the 10th, 19th, 28th, or if you're a life path 10, listen up. Your biggest weakness is the constant need to be right. You guys tend to be very stubborn and tend to over-rationalize everything. Not to bash those born on these dates, but usually during childhood, self esteem issues and all kinds of confidence issues. This is why they want to aspire to be something big, to be some sort of authority in life. In fact, those born on those dates tend to be great managers, great authority figures, great bosses. Usually they start something of their own. 10 is the number of the boss, 10 is the number of being above the things, which means they have to climb up a ladder, whether that's a career ladder or whether that's creating their own stuff, making up their own business. But right, this takes a lot of effort and work, and usually tend to struggle with building up slowly, tend to struggle with sometimes wanting too much all at once and not taking it step by step. They tend not to be interested in spiritual stuff such as astrology, numerology, maybe numerology a bit more because 10 and numbers and matrix, it's all connected there. But in general, astrology and things that are not proven and not rational, they tend to just like discard them. And that's one of their biggest weaknesses as well.
It's the most unique number. So if you want a video on how to calculate yours and know why a lot happen in your life, you want to get to know yourself better naturally, then you can comment on this video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.